Alright, time for the boring part. Let's get the Christmas lights. Yeah, la 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 la. We all know how long it takes to shop at this place. So, let's speed right on past this. As you can see, we got the lights up. I've left a gap here intentionally so I can hook up each one to its own little circuit. We're not going to just have lights lit up. We are going to have lights that do a little bit of movement. So, let's build this circuit. Alright, it's a basic circuit. Here's all the parts to build it. These are the delay circuits here to delay when each one turns on, and an XOR gate, which gives you, if you have power in one or the other, you get power out. If you have power in both, it turns off, or no power, it turns off. So you can only have one power at a time, and that we're using to actually create the switch in this circuit. And then we're using the inverter basically as a battery pack to get it started. Maybe you can hear me better, my mic wasn't where it should be. Alright, let's set it up. Grab a signal delay. I'm going to put it right here on the inside of the wall. Something like that, if I can figure out how I've got it set. There it is. Alright, let's put the first one on the wall right there. Cool. Let's get the second one. I'm going to put it right next to it. But we're going to leave a gap so we can hook a wire up between them. So that's going to be one of our flashers here. And then our third one, same way. Move it over. Alright, now you have 3 in a row. You're going to have a flasher here, a flash point right here, and a flash pointer that comes out of the end. That's going to allow us to flash 3 of the bulbs out there. We're just going to repeat the circuit over and over down the whole line to make an interesting Christmas display. At least I hope that's what it ends up looking like. Alright, put that right on the end. See all the arrows? They all point the same direction. That's the way we want the power to go. Alright, let's hook up some wires. Because the thing about this circuit is, once it's on, it's on. There's really no good way to turn it off. So if you want something you can turn on and off, it's probably not good. But for a simple circuit with a really cool flash, this is a beautiful design. And you could, of course, add as many of these as you want if you want to continue to flash right on down the line. Circuit would be good for pointing arrows, or, you know, obviously Christmas lights, an open sign for your shop, or anything like that that you want to do. But we're going to use it for our Christmas lights, and hopefully this won't take too long to hook up. You don't get bored with me. Come on, pick up. There we go. Here. Let's go down. Now I've got all these sustainers set to the lowest possible amount. I mean, I'm sure that if you want them to travel slower, you can increase the amount of delay on each of these. But I've got them at the slowest amount. I think the speed at which it marches is nice. I've already tested this circuit out in my little test lab back there. You know, I still don't have the actual lab hooked up, but in my test lab I've tested the circuit. Okay, now we plug that in. That gives us power. See, we got one here, and one there. Comes on, off, off. See what I mean? It's just going to travel in a big circle. Now, fortunately, thinking ahead, I have holes in my shop for running wires out or whatever I want, and that's where we're going to run our wires out to connect them to the outside. Just like this, we will... What? It stopped flashing on me. That is not a good thing. Why did it stop flashing? Oh, there it goes. I don't know. That's strange. Must have been the server, because this circuit's rock solid. It'll work every time. So, let's see what we can do here. Now the trick is you're going to have to make sure that you keep these in order when you go outside the building, because we're going to go around and outside. Make sure you keep them in order, because you're going to have to wire everything to these 3 circuits. And if you get them out of order, then you got to have fun trying to figure out what order you were going for originally. I didn't get that thing anywhere near where I wanted it. That's okay. This will be the first one here. There's one. Alright. I will probably pause this and go and get all 3 run for you. That way the thing doesn't get to being too long. And we'll be right back. Okay, we got all 3 hooked up. It flashes them 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right in a row. Got them running through the little hole over here. Right there, that'll be my little terminal hookups. 1, 2, 3, right in a line. You got them a little out of order, but that's okay. As long as you remember which ones are which, we can hook up. So then the next step is going to be go every 3rd set of lights. I'm going to start at this end. So you'll hook this wire to the 1, 2, 3, and then hook it to this one, and then from this one you'll just hook it up. The second one will go from here over to this one and get hooked up, and the third one's just going to be this one. Obviously, I am going to go all the way around the building, but we're just doing the front part. So, simply hook up. Back here somewhere, get it out of the way. Obviously, I'm going to need more wire because these wires just aren't long enough. So I'm going to go right here. Sometimes I wish these rolls you bought were a lot longer, but I guess you have to have terminals somewhere. They can't just be infinite. Just go like that. Put another one right there. Let's see here, where are we at? 1, 2, so the third one, that's going to be this bad boy right here. So, hook in here, and hook to it. The nice thing is the Christmas lights themselves act like wires. So now we're hooked up. The last one for this string of lights is going to go to the other end of this here. And around the side of the building. Just like that. Bring it up here. Huh, really? Wow. That's not good. Gonna make me use a little tiny short piece of wire for this one. Get this hooked up, and then I'll pause the video and hook the other three up so you don't have to watch all three of them. I just want you to see me hooking one up so that you get an idea of exactly what we're doing. Well, since we got all this extra wire, we're going to go on around it so we get a cleaner hookup. There, it lights up. So, is turning my yellow ones on here, and down here should be green, I believe it's coming on. Yep, it is. I'll show you the finished when the sun goes down, but for the moment we're going to pause it. I will hook up the other two and you'll see what this thing does. Alright, okay, got the circuits all hooked up. Everything's flashing out here the way it should. It's all hooked up right there. Kind of. The server's lagging pretty bad, but let's see what we got here. Christmas lights are twittering along. Kind of cool, isn't it? Hooked up every third one. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and then the last one. And when we go all the way around, I'll be able to get lights twittering all the way around. All with a basic circuit like that. Now, if you wanted each strand to do its own thing, you could add more and more of these delay circuits in here, or you can make it flash a lot slower by adjusting their speeds. But I like it. It's kind of festive. So, comment if you want to see anything else. Give me a shout out. Let me know what you think. If you think I should change it up a little bit. Like and subscribe if you want me to keep doing this stuff. Anyhow, I think I'm going to go to bed for the night. I'm feeling all festive now. So, I shall see you all later. How do you do that? I always forget how to do that. Bye.